Now he might drop and for God and know. Because nothing is far for God and know. 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 If you give a mingo, keep up. If you spoil a mingo, fix up. People they ask me, say, what did they give me vibes? Where are the get this energy? When did they fall apart? People they wonder how I still they smile. Through this dark and lonely night, my light is still the shine. I take my problem, leave out for God, and you want with us, me that day I drop out. That's all I do, I'm take my problem, leave out for God, and you always pass me, now day I drop out. I leave out for God, and go. Because nothing is far. Nothing is far for God, and know. Nothing is far for God, and know. Nothing is far for God, and know. If you give a mingo, keep up. And if you don't spoil a mingo, fix up. Because nothing is far for God, and know. Nothing is far for God, and know. Nothing is far for my God, and know. Nothing is far for God, and know. If you give a mingo, you keep up. And if you don't spoil a mingo, fix up. Just far for God, and know.
It's Solutions 939, baby. It is 9 o'clock, live on Solutions 939 FM. My name is OLADAPO. Couldn't be welcome to Kickoff Sports Show. And on the show this morning, we'll take you through stories making rounds the world of sports, from tennis to NBA to updates coming from Ghana, from the All-African Games, and talk about games going down tonight. Hey, we'll also drive you back to what happened yesterday for teams picking points on the road, dropping points at home. This and more. We'll also look at what is happening in the Europa League round of 16. One man is back for Liverpool, and that is Szoboszlai, who is saying, yes, he's ready to win everything with Liverpool. Remember, 1 cup down and 3 more to go. My name is OLADAPO Kunubi. Well, FAVOUR Lawrence is also on the sideline this morning as we look at so many updates on the show this morning. Well, for Marcus Rashford, this man may be leaving at the end of the season. Will you want him to stay or leave? This and more we look at. Do not go anywhere. Now we jump straight and look at updates coming from tennis this morning. And we start with the ATP category of the Indian Wells Masters 1000. Ongarun this morning defeated Taylor Fritz 2-6, 7-6, 6-3 coming from a set down. And we have more games to go down today in the ATP category. Jannik Sinner will be up against Jerry Lehecka. Tommy Paul will be up against Casper Ruud. Alexander Zverev taking on Carlo Alcaraz, the defending champion, and that game will be going down 11 p.m. tonight. But now let's just quickly go straight and talk about the ladies at the Indian Wells.
In the WTA 1000, that was 6-4, 6-4, 6-3. Well, Anastasia Potapova will be up against Marta Kostyuk, and we have Iga Swiatek taking on Caroline Wozniacki, taking on Yan Yan, who will be up against Corey Gauff.
Okay, so it's more of Corey Gauff's birthday, according to reports, and let's see if she can be better today. Now, let's also talk about Emma Raducanu this morning. Well, she has called her run in the third round of the Indian Wells a success after winning back-to-back matches for the first time this year. The former U.S. Open champion went down fighting as she was beaten in the straight set by world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka on Tuesday, having won consecutive matches for the first time since her run to the last 16 of the same tournament last year. Raducanu has been working with her childhood coach Nick Cavaday following her run from an 8-month absence after surgery on both wrists and ankle. All right, now away from that this morning, let us check more updates here at the Hamburg, Germany ATP Challenger. Games are going on. Jaco Paul up against Alexander Richard by 10:30 this morning. Yufa Shimizu will take on Agi Karken and Martin Bellucci against Marco Topo. Ricardas Berakins will take on Rudolf Molekar. Away from tennis this morning, let us jump straight and look at updates coming from the NBA.
All right, Lobby's Mavic superstar Luka Doncic struck 7 straight triple-doubles was snapped Wednesday when he exited the 109-99 win over Golden State Warriors earlier due to his left hamstring soreness. Doncic finished with 21 points, 9 rebounds and 3 assists before checking out with 6:46 remaining in the game. The Mavs announced soon afterwards that he would not return.
We've got a lot of players that are injured and, they want to be back. Maybe some, they're taking like 5 games to make a return. But we still keep waiting. But now let's look at all the results of games decided in NBA in the wee hours of today. Toronto Raptors lost 104-113 against the host Detroit Pistons as Orlando Magic defeated Brooklyn Nets 114-106 points. Chicago Bulls defeated their hosts Indiana Pacers in overtime 132-129 points as Miami Heat lost at home 88-100 points, lost to Denver Nuggets as Memphis Grizzlies lost 98-110 points against Charlotte Hornets. New Orleans Pelicans lost 95-116 points against Cleveland Cavaliers as Golden State Warriors lost by 10-point gap, losing 99-109. More than that against the Dallas Mavericks as Portland Trail Blazers defeated Atlanta Hawks 106-102 points, and LA Lakers lost against Sacramento Kings 107-120 points. Let's move on this morning away from that. Now, let's go straight to Niger. When we talk about the Niger Premier Football League, results came the way of the Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan yesterday on the road, and that happens to be the first away win for the Oli Warriors. The reason, Longman,
you should see how
kept dragging me.
No, you should see the way those players were jubilating with your coach while coming back home. It was fantastic. When you have that glory, enjoy it. If you don't have it, just stay one corner and just relish your loss in just bathing it. Bathing it. But when you have the glory, enjoy it for now.
Glory. Because everybody always celebrates with a winner, most especially when you keep picking points and you look at how you've been picking points on the road so far for Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan. But hey, let's just really take it round the results of games that went down to the match day 25 of the NPFL on Wednesday.
A good game for Aqua United as they defeated Benel Insurance 3-1. It was Doma United losing at home to Shooting Stars 1-0. Well, 10 men on the pitch, Atland and Abia Warriors both had red cards, but it was Atland actually doing that 1-2-0. Caterpillars, Enugu Rangers played a 1-1 draw. Kara United against Bayelsa United. It was a 1 win against Bayelsa United. Lobby Stars and Rivers United actually, played a tough game, but it was Lobby Stars who defeated Rivers United 3-2. Niger Tornadoes edged Sporting Lagos 1-0. Remo, okay, did a good one against the Gimba 1-0. Like, you skipped NBA, and then I got the Sporting Lagos. I don't think I want to skip that one. I'm coming back. Sunshine Stars, Kwara United 1-0. Plateau United was great against Gogbe United 4-0. Let me go back to Sporting Lagos. Sporting Lagos 0, Niger Tornadoes 1.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for taking that result. Let's move on this morning. But for Sporting Lagos, yes, we will be back.
You always be back.
Yes.
When you are back, you now back the wall.
But actually, let's look at some movement on the NPFL log. Let's start with Sporting Lagos. Following the 4-1 win in the Southwest Derby, I mean, losing against Niger Tornadoes, that means Sporting Lagos needs to come back stronger. Hosting Kwara United. And if you look at Kwara United is 15th on the NPFL log, Sporting is 13th. And a victory for Sporting Lagos gives this side 34 points to move to the top 10 position at the end of that particular game. But failure for Sporting Lagos to win that one. If they draw, that means they'll have 32 points. And they may go down or even stay in the 13th position. Now, let's move straight to Shooting Stars. Thumbs up to Benga Gumbote's side. This team is now 7th on the Premier League log. Picking points, not just 1 point, but picking 3 points on the road. Look at their last 5 games, unbeaten.
Fantastic.
I mean, had a draw against Plateau United on the road, came back to Ibadan, defeated Bendel Insurance, had a point against Gobe United on the road, picked 3 points against Aqua United, and picked 3 points against Doma United. Remember that same Doma United that was dominating the league in the first half of the season is, I don't know, look at their run of form.
Well, it's just like Arsenal, though. You're dominating and then you just drop.
That's the wrong comparison.
It's a very good comparison.
Favor, your head of program is an Arsenal fan.
I know.
Know
He's
what you are
listening
saying.
to me right now.
Let us move on. Favor, I will not be part of. You know when they want to arrest someone, they say aging and abetting.
Arsenal fans are jubilating now. They are topping the law.
Let them enjoy the moment.
It's not about enjoying the moment. It's about pulling through and doing the right thing. Don't drop, I beg.
Favor, let's move on. You are going to have extra shifts. I can tell you that
I
for
don't
sure.
mind.
You are having extra
I
shifts.
don't mind.
You don't mind. So you want me to have extra shifts with you? No. Okay, but a quick look at the match day 26 in the NPFL going down this weekend with the different matches. Abia Warriors host Sunshine Stars of Akure. Aqua United will be on the road against Gombe United. Kano Pillars will travel to play against Bayelsa United, and that's likely points to be picked for Kano Pillars. I'm just, trying to think ahead. However, Bendel Insurance hosts Doma United that lost against Shooting Stars. Enugu Rangers hosting Lobby Stars. Eyimba International against Niger Tornadoes. Katsina United will be up against Plateau United. Sporting Lagos in Lagos will host Kwara United. And it's going to be Southwest Derby between Shooting Stars and Remo Stars.
Longman have this big problem.
Yes, there's good. I don't know if it is.
Please transfer the money to my account so I can hold on to it.
Yes.
For the two of you.
Longman, let me tell you again. Should Shooting Stars fail to beat Remo Stars, I've won the bet. I hope you can watch this live now. That is, if Shooting Stars fail to record 3 points against Remo Stars, I've won that bet.
What if he ends up with
and
a draw?
should Remo Stars fail to pick points in Ibadan, you've won the
points?
bet. Beat 1, beat 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you can draw. So that means they pick points. And for Remo Stars, I'm not supporting Remo Stars, this season. I'm just doing the Lord's work. Well, let's move on. We move on this morning and we go straight to Ghana. welcome back to Kiko Sports Show live on Solutions 939 FM, your Remedy Radio dial. My name is OLADAPO Kunubi, aka Young Striker, and I favor Loritola is on the side. Sorry, on the side this morning, not on the sideline because that may be injury. But now let's look at games going down today in Ghana for the All African Games and the women's category for football. Morocco women will take on the Senegalese ladies tonight in that one. However, looking at that table and that group, the way they stand, it is going to be an advantage. Well, most especially, remember Nigeria has already qualified to the next round. Both teams lost against Nigeria. Remember, Morocco lost 2-0 against Nigeria. Senegal lost 4-0 against Nigeria. So, for Morocco, Senegal, it's up to you guys. Just know what you're going to do from that end. But now, remember tomorrow, all-round games or all group games will be decided. Benin Republic will take on Ghana, and that's going to be by 6 o'clock. And Congo will take on Gambia, same 6 o'clock. All games will be played simultaneously, most especially per group. Nigeria to take on Senegal, while Uganda will take on South Sudan. Talking about Nigeria-Senegal's game, remember Nigeria came back to winning ways in the second game of that group. Remember they lost against Uganda in the first game, but went into the second game to record a 1-0 victory over South Sudan. So a draw would just be enough for Nigeria's under-20 team. But I mean, you don't have to think about that side too. But remember, Senegal is with 3 points. But go all the way for win. All right. Now, talking about the ladies, Ethiopia under-20 team will be up against the Tunisian ladies, as Ugandan ladies will be up against the Ghanaian girls. Not that I like Ghanaian girls, but
just say the jollof that you do. Jollof that you
I don't do jollof. I don't even do jollof. I do amala, so I don't think they even do amala in Ghana. Maybe the reason I'm doing traditional attire this morning. Yes. Favor, you promised me amala some weeks ago.
It's not amala. I promise you ice cream.
But you did not redeem your.
You went home now.
Who are we?
Saturday.
I want to say, who are we? But looking at the medal log this morning in Ghana for the All African Games, Egypt still maintains the #1 spot with a total of 115 medals, comprising 65 gold, 27 silver, and 23 bronze. Guess who's second?
Yeah, South Africa has kicked Nigeria to third place with second position with a total of 77 medals, 22 gold medals, 22 silver medals, 33 bronze medals, while Nigeria is maintaining third position with 22 gold medals, 13 silver medals, and 20 bronze medals, total 55 medals.
Okay, remember I was warning Team Nigeria yesterday that they should be wary of Algeria, who's got 21 medals. I think they had less than 20. I think they had 20 medals.
66 in total, both Algeria and South Africa yesterday.
Okay.
66 in total.
So South Africa just came from nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere. Okay, sorry.
Nowhere to be found.
Okay, so remember, we always tell you, they always say all that glitters are not gold, right? But it's not about all that glitters are not gold. It's more of gold at the All African Games. Same as silver and gold, they have not. But we'll let you know after this timeout. Teams yet to pick a gold and silver at the All African Games. Do not move a muscle. Still Kiko Sports Show.
The drama, the suspense, the emotions, the gang moments. Don't miss out on Nollywood movies and web series on YouTube with the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN. You can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood content made for you. Sharply dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN and start enjoying. YouTube made for you.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Welcome back to Kiko Sports Show, live on Solutions 939 FM, the first half of AM update. OLADAPO couldn't be here, Favor Loritola on the other side this morning. And let's talk about countries. Silver or gold, they have not, but they have bronze. Okay. Well, let's start with Kenya. Kenya has got 5 bronze medals and yet to pick up a gold or a silver. But we also look at a country like Botswana, Republic of Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Burkina Faso, Central African Republic, Djibouti, Guinea-Bissau, and Rwanda.
I would say Republic of Congo and DR Congo both, fighting each other for that medal because they follow each other every time. One will always be on top, the other will always be beneath. It's either you take one or you don't take it.
They both need Jara on top.
Yeah.
All right, moving away from the All African Games in Ghana, let us talk about Nigeria Super Falcons game against South Africa. Changes coming.
All right, the Confederation of African Football has acceded to a request by the Nigeria Football Federation to move next month Women's Olympic Football Tournament final qualifying fixture, the first leg encounter between Super Falcons and South Africa, by 1 hour. The game, which is the opening leg of the fixture, will now determine which of the two teams will be one of Africa's two flag bearers at this year's Women's Olympic Football Tournament in France, as was initially scheduled to start 4 p.m. on Friday, April 5. Also, South African Football Association has now chosen the Loftus Versfeld Stadium in Pretoria for the return leg on Tuesday night, April, and the encounter will commence at 7:30 p.m. South African time, and that is 6:30 p.m. Nigeria time.
Okay, now we'll move away from that. Let's go straight to Europe this morning. Remember last night a game was decided. For those who have Dominic Solanke in their Premier League fantasy, yes, maybe Pepe on your point. Yes, fantasy, most especially with the. But I mean, if you look at how Bournemouth came from 3 goals down to win 4-3, remember what happened in that game. The game was put on hold, when it was first decided. God later rescheduled after the initial fixture was abandoned after 59 minutes in December when Luton captain Tom Lockyer suffered a cardiac arrest on the pitch. But it is what it is. But looking at the position after that game, got decided yesterday 4-3 in favor of Bournemouth, the host. It shows that for Bournemouth, yes, 13th on the Premier League log, Luton Town, 18th on the Premier League log. The form has been not even bad. It's a worst form.
I am not even concerned about Luton. I'm concerned about Nottingham Forest. I believe Taiwo Awoniyi would still go and give a testimony if they don't relegate again this season.
Leave testimony. It is more of the goals you score and how you help your team at the end of the day. But no thanks to injury to Taiwo Awoniyi. But let's also look at the team. The team itself. What they've been able to also put together. Well, if you see some players, yes, their presence on the pitch alone helps the team. But let's move on this morning away from the English Premier League. Let's go straight to Europa League. Games are going down tonight. And guess what? It is more of who wants it more at this moment.
Well, the determining factor will be tonight as Rangers United will maybe want it more against Benfica. AC Milan will be up against Slava Prague, while Villarreal will be up against Marseille. West Ham United, a Premier League side, will be up against Freiburg.
Favor is. Well, remember Freiburg fried West Ham United in the first leg. So let's see who's cooking who in the return leg in London.
Aggregate, anything can happen.
Yeah, just 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
Sporting City, CP will be up against Atlanta. Bayer Leverkusen will be up against Karabakh. Brighton and Hove Albion will be hosting AS Roma.
And let's also let you know the game that happened between Brighton and AS Roma.
It's gone.
There was no bright chance for Brighton against AS Roma.
It's gone. There's nothing we can do.
But no! We cannot say it's gone.
Anyway, we
anything
can have
happen
6
in the game
goals.
of football.
We
Yes.
can have 6 goals from Brighton.
There might be red card. There can be red card in the first 15 minutes of the game for AS Roma. Should they lose 2 players and maybe Brighton utilize your opportunities. Go to the second. Score 3 goals in the first leg. Go to the second.
Why are you
first half.
Why are you painting scenarios that may not?
I'm just saying.
Cards.
Go and ask AS Roma. Was AS Roma? Yeah, AS Roma, Barcelona, PSG, Barcelona. But let's move on. I think it was also Barcelona, Liverpool. Something dramatic also happened in that one.
Now, finally, Liverpool will be up against Sparta Prague.
Okay, Liverpool versus Sparta Prague in the return leg. Well, remember, Liverpool won the first leg 5-1. Against Sparta Prague, but one man is coming back. That is Subozlai, who came out to say that yes, he's happy to be back after being on the injury layoff and saying he's ready to win all with Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm back, so I don't feel any pain. Hopefully, stays like that. Also for the future. Yeah, it's the worst thing what can happen actually to you, to be injured, to be not allowed to have the team even if you want and you are watching from the television or from the stands. So hopefully never comes again. But as you know, as a professional football player, it can come all the time. So that's why we have to take care of ourselves and then we will be ready for every game. No, it's a good feeling. We already won. We have 3 more left. I said it before. Me personally, I wanna win all 3. Actually, all 4. But yeah, we have to look game by game. So we cannot look that far to the end of the season because it's long way to go. It's a lot of games. So yeah, Europe League, FA Cup on Sunday, and then after national team break, the Premier League starts again. So yeah, but I think we are ready.
Well, if Liverpool is ready and the team is ready, well, they should also not try to bottle the game. But let's also be expecting some young players to be fielded by Jurgen Klopp tonight. Looking at the first leg victory, they had 5-1. But let's go straight to Europa Conference League game scheduled for tonight. In Turkey, it's going to be Fenerbahce taking on Royal Union SG. As Fiorentina in Italy will be up against Maccabi Haifa. Park Thessalonica will take on Dynamo Zagreb as Victoria Plzen hosts Severte. Aston Villa in England welcomes Ajax. Remember, that first leg ended goalless. So let's see what happens in the return leg. Molde travels to play Club Brugge as Lille in France hosts Sturm Graz, and Maccabi Tel Aviv in Israel hosts Olympiacos Piros. Well, those are the games that are going down in Europe, most especially the Europa Conference League. Away from that this morning, and let's also remind you that UEFA Champions League games were played last night, and as predicted, FAVOUR, we both predicted that it was going to be a difficult one between Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid, but ended in penalty shootout. But Borussia Dortmund beating PSV Eindhoven. I told you that PSV had already gotten to the final bus stop. They know how to play in Europa, but not in Champions League. All right, now moving on this morning, let's quickly look at transfer updates coming this morning, and that is about Marcus Rashford.
Well, there is a test as Manchester United face the test of metal. 75 million euros Marcus Rashford offer set to be tabled by PSG. There are also stories on the transfer front. Let's have them.
Well, Eddie Nketiah will be allowed to leave Arsenal at the end of the season, and Manchester United reportedly face a fresh financial blow as staff sue the club after having their wage slips leaked to colleagues via email. You know, there's some organization, they'll tell you that don't tell your colleague how much you are earning. No,
I think we should leak your own and my own too.
Okay. All right, now let me show you my... I can show you my...
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
What will he pay me, or what will he pay me to actually
okay, so
have it? Yeah, I'm going to have it in my account.
So I was telling... Okay, we were discussing something yesterday at the Secretariat, the Governor's Office. Like, okay, yeah. Nigerian Labour Congress fighting for civil servants. Okay, what of private... people working in private organizations? How much would they be earning? That is one. Then two, I was also talking to a friend who works in the media house, and anybody was saying, "Oh, more this salary." Now the reason that they play sports bets. But hey,
I understand.
You always just have to stay positive, guys.
I understand.
Be optimistic. Things will surely be better. And let's also hope
now that the border is open, probably some things will reduce.
Yeah, I don't understand. So who wants to travel to here?
It's not. It's not. No, now people are complaining.
Oh, so you want to? No, you want to?
Food is expensive.
Oh, okay.
This
What
is
do you
this
think
is
we are
that.
getting from Niger? Because gradually we are moving from the dailies.
Okay, like the butcher said, the meats.
Okay.
People are so excited that meat to reduce.
So is it only meat that is expensive?
Meat is expensive.
Are we going to
Rice
get?
is
Are we going
expensive.
to? Is the price of? Oh, so is
rice
rice?
is expensive.
Is rice from Niger?
Beans
Is
is
pure water
expensive.
from Niger? Is beans from Niger?
You know. The thing is, I think the all of Nigerians just having false hope with the border opening, because
Just one border.
just one
Just,
one
I mean,
border.
air and land, right?
It is a good development. But I want to ask a question. When the borders were closed, what was the development Nigeria made?
Are you asking me? Or you're asking Nigeria?
I'm not asking. I'm asking. Probably we can have it as a rhetorical question.
Dollar was dropping.
It was
Sorry, Naira was dropping.
it was going up and going up. But what was the development? We are going to ask our analysts, because when the news broke out yesterday, people were, but that's issue. But what did Nigeria do within that period? We had rice pyramid. Where is it? We had a lot of things in agriculture. Where is it? Did Nigeria move forward? I have no idea. We're going to talk about that when we get to M update.
Favor, stay happy.
I'm going to be
Nigerians,
happy.
stay happy.
I'll be happy.
We will surely be happy.
I'll be happy, yes.
My name is OLADAPO Kunubi. Laffy, so Favor was saying something. that's don't let me
Is
behave
it not
like
about Dubai
that.
United?
Don't let me sound like
let me
the
help
last
you.
ones of the house.
Let me help
Daddy,
you.
daddy. This
No.
is what Favor said.
Dubai
But don't worry,
United.
we're good. We are
Is
good.
it not
Favor, don't worry.
about
You can say that on the other side. Guys, you not go anywhere.
You give me happiness. Now the way you got me feeling, make me shout tito. Happiness. You give me happiness. This is not about the money, and it's not about the fame. Happiness. You give me happiness. Happiness, today is a good day. Make we open up our heart. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Chicken cost now, who they price am. You get help the needy. Tomorrow no they set alarm. So make we love, make we share. If I hate, make you check the other door. Chairman lehu, happy oh. Chairman lehu, happy oh. Now the way you got me feeling, make me shout tito. Happiness, you give me happiness. This is not about the money, and it's not about the fame. Happiness, you give me happiness. The way you got me feeling, the way you got me feeling, make me shout tito. Happiness, you give me happiness. This is not about the money. This is not about the money, and it's not about the fame. Happiness, so you give me happiness. I say happiness, oh. Love me now and show me now. Hold me now. Help me if you get nana. Oh lo, you get. Help me needy. Tomorrow no they set alarm. So make me love, make we share. But if I hate, make it check the other door. Chairman lehu, touch me oh. Chairman lehu, touch me oh. Now the way you got me feeling, make me shout tito. Happiness, you give me happiness. This is not about the money, and it's not about the fame. Happiness, you give me happiness. The way you got me feeling, and the way you got me feeling, make me shout tito. Happiness, you give me happiness. Not about the money, not about the money, not about the money, no, and it's not about the fame. Oh, happiness, you give me happiness. The way you got me feeling, oh, everybody, young happy, girl for happiness. The world, Africa, out of place, my friends, I love you. This is not about the money, and it's not about the fame. Happiness, you give me.
Okay, talking about happiness, well, I think there was a news that broke yesterday, and which was greeted with mixed feelings, mixed reactions by people. But I feel that announcement was misunderstood by many Nigerians, because when somebody called my attention to it that what is Shiboda, what is Shiboda, I was like, well, it's just the border to Niger, which was closed as a result of a sanction being imposed on Niger Republic then, which was later opened yesterday. So I think we need to clarify that. And with that, I say good morning and welcome you to the from the latest segment on AM Update. My name is Ade Damola Laughing White. It's another beautiful Thursday morning. So the time check is 9:33. I refuse to respond to what Favor and Dapo
If you didn't
were
want
saying.
to respond to it, you won't raise it.
No, like I said off the mic, I said
Uh-huh.
I've decided to. One of my New Year resolutions is that this year is that I won't be dragging issues with clubless individuals
emphasis on
anymore.
the
Before I have an argument with you based on club, I mean sports, football, you need to tell me what club do you.
I don't have to tell you because
No, I need to know so that
you don't
I've
have
come to
to.
realize that there are so many clubless people that just want to troll people for the fun of it.
It's not for the fun of it.
For the fun of it,
I have
yeah.
a club that I support. The fact that I do not make it known doesn't mean I do not have.
And a lot of people keep saying that Arsenal is just on top for
Yes,
them.
you are.
Well,
It's
let's
just
keep
for-
our
it's a temp- it's a temp- it's
let's
just-
keep our
it's
fingers
just
crossed.
temporal.
Let's keep our,
You have Liverpool
you are
behind you.
you are
You have
entitled.
Manchester City behind you. It's just a point difference.
You are entitled to your opinion.
Just a point, and you
Favor.
can drop at any time. Let's move away from that. The Punch newspaper and the Nation newspaper are staring right in my face this morning. My name is Favor Olorutola.
Okay, I've got the Vanguard and the Nigerian Tribune newspapers with me this morning, and it seems the budget padding issue has not rested or has not been rested, because the biggest story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning is saying that more controversies over 3.7 trillion naira gap in 2024 budget. And there are quite a number of riders under that, which I'd like to take one after the other. Ningi was right. No detailed project allocations for 3.7 trillion naira budget. Senate already having some credibility problems. Minority Leader Bauchi Governor declares support for Ningi over Senate suspension. Come clean. Clear all allegations. Obi tells Senate. Ningi suspension. Attack on freedom of expression. Opposition's rights.
Okay. I think I have to reserve my comments on this actually because yesterday or the day before yesterday when all of these issues were coming up, no one in the Senate actually backed Ningi. And now everyone is coming after a suspension. What does that have to say concerning the Senate? We'll move away from that though.
Okay, well, we have this one saying Nigeria lifts sanctions on Niger, opens land air borders. Page 2. Fresh abduction sign that impunity reigns. Amnesty International. That story is found on page 6. And the story is generating a lot of controversies ever since it came out yesterday. Kidnapping, no ransom payment to criminal elements. Tinubu, page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Ayedatiwa's endorsement splits Ondo Assembly. Rivers Police recover remains of DPO Agbashim 6 months after. And let me take one more. This is coming from Edo State. Edo 2024. Shahibu Ojezo challenged Igodalo's candidacy in court. Anxiety in APC as court sits over candidacy. Meeting over Ogbeide Ihama deadlocked. These and many more stories will be found on the pages of the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
All right, on the Punch newspaper this morning, on red and underlined, so for emphasis, 35,000 naira wage award. Thursday's the 4th, Labour fuse, pensioners threaten protest. Sokoto, Kano, Benue, Bayelsa not paying. Gombe, Ogun, Osun pay 15,000 naira, 10,000 naira. Governors shunned negotiations about 90% of states not paying wage award, NLC laments. Ayatiala members protest as FG charges leaders with terrorism. Now, on the envelope line this morning, we have FG restores electricity to Niger. lifts sanctions, reopens border. FG plans fresh borrowing via Eurobound in June. Nigerians lambast Accountant General, commissioners over UK workshop. Rep Simon Dangote, BUA others over cement price hike. And we have this one, school abduction, FG rules out ransom payment, consider US offer. Finally, 17-year-old accused of 100,000 naira theft kills self. Page 5 of the Punch newspaper.
That's a very sad one.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to the Nigerian Tribune this morning, I have this one saying resident identity card to become mandatory to benefit from government services in Oyo. Tinubu orders reopening of land, air borders, lift sanctions on Niger Republic. Page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune. Food security, CBN awards 100 billion naira worth of fertilizer to Agric Ministry. Navy impounds boat smuggling petrol to Cameroon, arrest 3 suspects. And the biggest story on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning says, aftermath of Ningi's outburst, Southern senators revive forum, elect Abiru as leader. Page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune. New date for student loan scheme coming. Presidency, page 30. Police probe death of 17-year-old boy who allegedly committed suicide. Page 5. And kidnapping, no ransom will be paid. FG. 700 persons abducted in Nigeria in 10 days. Amnesty International. These and many more stories will be found on the pages of the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
All right, on the Nation newspaper, we have 10 states paying wage award to workers. Ogun gives students, pupils 50,000 naira, 10,000 naira. There is a breakdown of the payment wage award. I'll take that when later on. But we have this Mayati Allah leader charged with leading illegal militia group. U.S. others offer to assist in combating kidnapping. Federal government reviewing proposals. We won't pay ransom. 3. There are stage managed abductions in Abuja. Now, FEC approves 759 billion naira for Obajana, Benin, Isheri, Ogun roads. That's on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. Lawmakers, Akeredolu group battle Ayedatiwa. Governor too is a Democrat. CBN gives farmers 100 billion naira worth of fertilizers. Minister gets 2.1 million, 5 million bags. And we have Niger land air borders reopen after 8 months. And that is everything you can get on the Nation newspaper.
Okay, in a short while, we shall be joining Ayodeji Ajishokwe virtually. You will be our analyst. We'll be having a conversation on some of the stories, some of the issues being raised in some of today's national dailies. It's still AM Update on Solutions 93.9 FM. Good morning once again. All right, studio time check 9:42. We have Comrade Ayodeji Ajishokwe joining us virtually this morning. A beautiful morning to you, sir. Good morning.
Me too, my dear comrade, brother and sister.
All right, nice to have you. Because we have a very short time to spend on the program today, let's quickly go straight to the business of the day. Now, there's a particular issue that has been trending since yesterday, talking about a decision that was made at the FEC meeting, which was held at the Aso Villa yesterday. And it was resolved that no ransom should be paid henceforth. Now, the question is, has the government put necessary measures in place to forestall kidnappings. And those, we have hundreds of people, like it's on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning, that 700 persons abducted in Nigeria in 10 days. What will now be the fate of these people, or the victims, or the families of those in captivities, when the federal government has said no ransom should be paid henceforth?
Well, when a government comes out with that kind of a position, you will expect that there were processes. And of course, the processes will include an evaluation of the situation, an appraisal of the situation, and the readiness, capacity, and capability of the security agencies to effectively ensure that kidnapping is nipped in the bud. And of course, if it happens, they have the capacity to retrieve safely those who are kidnapped. These are the processes, because, I mean, it was a meeting with security chiefs and all other stakeholders. And before you come to such a conclusion, some things will have been taken into consideration that I just enumerated. Do we have the assurances from the public side that we are looking at what is happening? Do we have assurances that all these necessary things have been put in place or are in place for the safety of Nigerians from kidnapping and murder, by these criminal elements? Your guess is as good as mine. Because if 800 and something people have been kidnapped in the past 10 days, and some of them have the audacity to demand for, is it $1 billion or $1 trillion naira? And I said the day before yesterday that must, if it is $1 trillion naira, that must be a drug-induced demand. It can only be a drug-induced demand, and except for Lagos, that has $1 trillion naira above budget. That is ludicrous. And where will the negotiations start? But it is good enough. It is not good enough just to say we're not paying ransom, but what are you going to do to prevent kidnapping and the safe retrieval of those who have been kidnapped so far? Your guess is as good as mine from the perception of the public.
Okay. I don't know if do you have anything.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Let's go to the what the federal government is actually considering. They're considering the offer of the U.S. When they said they're going to stop, no negotiations will be accepted anymore, the offer of the U.S. is put into consideration. And it is written here on the Nation newspaper that there are staged kidnappings in Abuja. Now, let's look at the offer from the U.S. Should this be a way forward for Nigerians, or the tightening of the security in Abuja and every other part of the nation?
It is that offer is not a deal. In the days of Jonathan, we heard it, but it was internally sabotaged by Nigerians. They zoomed in, via geo information systems. They zoomed in. The Americans zoomed in on the location of those Chibok girls that were kidnapped. And in their strategy meeting with their Nigerian counterparts, they unfolded their plan, one of which included that they were going to gas the kidnappers. When you start shooting, you are going to likely to kill some of the students. So rather than shoot into the place, they're going to be gassing them. And the next time the Americans were going to, check their surveillance equipment to get an update, they saw that the terrorists, or is it what you call the kidnappers, the Boko Haram element, who were in possession of the girls, were wearing gas masks, which in essence means information. And we're talking of the topmost echelon of Nigerian security agencies interfacing with the American counterparts. Yes, that information leaked. Of course, the Americans pulled back immediately. Well, they are not giving up on us. They are hoping that this time around, you understand, that's why they're offering the help. We do hope that necessary steps will be taken to ensure that this kind of embarrassing and scandalous leakage of top secret information, it does not happen again.
But just before we leave this issue of kidnapping, I would like to ask you a question. Now, there's no ransom should be paid. Do you feel it's a statement, or maybe it's an announcement that will see the light of the day, looking critically at the real thing happening at the moment as we speak?
The Buhari administration insisted that they were not going to pay ransom. Publicly said so, postured so. But the Dachi kidnapped.
The Dachi,
you understand? The Dachi girls kidnapped. Within a short space of time, they were returned, and it was only Leah Shaibu, on the basis of a profession of Christian faith, that she was not released. People believe that ransom was paid for that release. People believe, people not just believe, people know that that was happened because ransom was paid. People even went to the extreme end of saying it was actually a simulated kidnap.
Now, do you feel the families of the kidnapped victims will just fold their arms, and when they know they can actually raise the ransom, and they just be patient enough to let the federal government do its thing?
You see, as the parents of those students in that particular school, secondary and primary school, lumped together, are they in a position to pay? Like Better Baptist School, are they in a position to pay? Is there any structure behind them, like the Baptist Convention, that raised money, 200 and something million? The Baptist Convention said they pay for those children. That is the issue. 280 something children. They're asking for 1 trillion. So you are probably going to raise 250, 300, 400, or 500 million. Do they have the infrastructure? I mean, when I say infrastructure, that Baptist Convention do have. Do they have it? It was a school belonging to the Baptist institution. So the Baptist institution, provided a structure, for rallying Bible people to contribute and pay. Do we have that kind of thing in place? You understand? But of course, they have to cooperate and coordinate their efforts. 289 students. Even if they contribute 2 million naira per head, well, that is not bad. But it is ridiculous to hear that 200 plus students were herded. How many people came to kidnap them? And what form of transportation?
You begin to wonder how they were able to ferry 200 students. And some of these kidnappings are done.
How many kidnappers came?
Most of these kidnappings are done in the broad daylight, too.
So,
and you begin to wonder.
We have electronic surveillance, and by this I mean geopositioning intelligence. That we just zoom in, just give you latitude, they just give you the coordinates of that location.
And zoom in at the location, yes.
Expand your view and zoom in on it. I think that is a lot of laxity. Like, even if you cannot prevent it, but for God's sake, you can quickly zoom in on it. How many kidnappers? And what form of transport? It beats my imagination. I can't place my hand on that. There must be complicity or so much laxity for that to have happened.
Okay, let's move away from that and look at something probably positive, probably not positive, but it's the label on our lips again this morning. Well, on the Nation newspaper, we have this. Ondo, the state's paying the wage award that was initiated by the federal government. Ondo is paying the 35,000. Lagos is paying 35,000. Oyo is paying 25,000. Enugu is paying 25,000 naira. Ekiti State is paying 15,000. Osun 15,000. Jigawa 10,000. Ogun 10,000. Ebonyi 10,000. Adamawa 10,000. But on the Punch newspaper, Sokoto, Kano, Benue, Bayelsa not paying anything at all. Gombe, Ogun, Osun paying 15,000, 10,000 naira, and the likes of it like that. Now, I just want to ask, The last time we heard from Labour, was it not 600 and some 29,000 naira for the...
No, the minimum wage, right? 500,000 naira.
It has reduced to
500,000. Yes. Now, if you have states that can't even
pay 35,000, just the wage award.
Is Labour not chasing dreams or chasing shadows?
Why not? Well, if shadows, that is not nice. If they're chasing dreams, I mean, they even say dreams die first, even when you are chasing them. But our reality, they have said it. Labour is not, and I emphasize, Labour is not going to get 100,000. Do you know that the last wage award that they negotiated, they actually agreed on 60,000. It was the governor that aborted it. The agreement was 60,000. What do you call the organized private sector had agreed to 60,000. And then the governors took it back to their governor's forum and they came back and aborted it. Even at that 30,000, they are not paying. Somebody was telling me, a former governor was telling me, and he said he told his successor, who was not paying salary to the tune of several months. He said he asked him, I said, how are you able to go to bed and sleep when you know workers are not being paid salary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months? How are you able to go to bed and sleep? You understand? The man that was asking the question apparently maybe a man with a little bit of compassion, and which in essence means, the other guy was, well, I don't care. And it was not as if there was not money to pay, but that was what was happening generally. They were saving money for projects. Okay, those projects that you are saving money for, who are those projects for? Is it not for the people? The people that are to use the project, if they are ill, if they are sick, they cannot buy their basic drugs, especially the senior citizens and all of that. Even those who are working, if they cannot eat well, they cannot buy basic things. How will you expect productivity from them? They cannot pay fees, even in public schools. They cannot afford to pay fees of their children. So one man told me this morning, he says they are wicked. They are just wicked. Maybe I will not say they are wicked. Maybe I will just say that the people they govern are not their priority, honestly. When you hear Ogun paying 10,000, you will say Ogun, that is contiguous to Lagos. Ogun is a beneficiary of the economic activities in Lagos.
Because I was going to ask you that, is it true that these state governors or these state governments can't really afford paying all those things? But you've answered the question already by saying that some of them will rather do projects.
Ogun cannot lay claim to not being buoyant. Ogun is contiguous to Lagos. You understand? And it's a beneficiary of the economic activity. You don't even know where the border is between Lagos and Ogun.
Yes.
Right inside Lagos, right inside what we call Lagos, is Ogun. The border between Lagos and Ogun is right on that bridge. You understand? That long bridge where it ends when you are going into Lagos. So it was a beneficiary of a lot of spillover from Lagos State. Yes, Ogun is paying 10,000. And Bayelsa is not paying. And Bayelsa is the beneficiary of special fund, derivation from oil and gas. Sokoto, Benue, where poverty is ravaging the people. Yes, these people are not paying. And I saw the allocation, distribution paper, like 2 weeks back. Yes, some states got 2, 3, 4 billion, depending. I don't know the criteria, how they got it. For some states, I saw a particular state that got a difference of 5, 7 billion. You understand? So all of these things, maybe their consideration is that if we pay 35,000 now, and the wage, what do you call it? The wage increase eventually comes. You understand?
Yes.
The wage increase eventually comes, and it ends up to be about 60,000, and we're already paying 35,000. We cannot now say we cannot pay that 60,000. You understand?
Okay.
It's strategic. They are doing strategic thinking, So they are positioning themselves to say we cannot
definitely. It looks like it too.
Yeah, it's a strategic thinking that if it comes to 60,000, they are now going to say, we could not pay even the wage award. We cannot pay. We cannot pay.
All right.
So, it is.
Is a strategy they've adopted?
You said?
I said it's a strategy that they have adopted.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy to position themselves against wage increase.
All right, Comrade Ayode Jajishokpe, I would like to say thank you to you for being a part of the program with us. I would have loved us to have a longer conversation this morning, but we have some sponsored programs, Ramadan programs coming up at 10 o'clock.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much for being a part of the program this morning.
My pleasure always.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. Right, so we say thank you very much for staying stuck to Solutions 93.9 FM. Tomorrow, AM Updates will be back. We say thank you. Have yourself a wonderful day. My name is Favour Oloratola.
And my name is Adedamola Lafenwa. Good morning.
Keep it 93.9. Ẹ káàárọ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn. Solutions 93.9 FM. Ẹ káàárọ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn.